Alright, and here's the video review for Titan's Return Leader Class Blaster. And we're going to start off here in base mode. Both him and Prime have kind of outpost base modes, weapons and placement modes that can actually attach to Fort Max. Apparently these ramps will attach to Fort Max when you've got him all laid out. And we'll show that off when Fort Max gets here Saturday. But they function okay as little standalone fortresses, especially when you bring in the Titan Masters. Like I said, I questioned a long time of making all these different characters headmasters. I would have liked to have seen some target masters and things too, but it works really well because, like I said, here's Blaster's headmaster, who is I'm not sure what his name is, Twincast. All right. Oh, if you remember, it was a repaint of Blaster before, but blue and yellow. But and he looks just like a little Blaster. Now he's got the little face behind it. Standard old face. But you see, like, the base, there's pegs all over them. And even all the Deluxes and even the Voyagers have these little pegs on them. The various places where, like, here on Blur, when he's in vehicle mode, there's one on his shoulder. They've got little holes in the feet so you can peg Titan Masters on to ride. In vehicle modes, Rewind will show off some other functionality here in a minute. When you have him in tank mode... Oh, bending his gun there. When you have him in his tank mode, the turret up here has some little peg holes that Titan Masters can ride on and things like that. So there's a lot of neat functionality going on with these guys, and I like that they even the basics that don't come with Titan Masters in other ways, shapes, or form have ways of interacting with them. Like Wheelie can allow one to sit in his cockpit. They can ride on Rewind in tank mode, so that's pretty cool. And like I said, there's pegs all over the base here where you can peg Titan Masters, so you have everybody in vehicle mode. You could have a whole bevy of Titan Masters sitting around on here. And again, there's weapons ports. So like I was saying, like here's Infinitus with Sentinel Prime's weapons, and you can plug him in as an extra weapon over here. And Hardhead with his cannon, or Furos from Hardhead, plug him in over here. And I don't think there's a place where I can safely plug in Blur, but because his connector points are both on the side. But you could find, if you can find a spot, you could plug him in somewhere. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have it up. I keep thinking that's a peg, but and that doesn't look. There's a peg hole in the side of there. But you can attach all these guys as extra weapons and placements on bases. So the more characters you have, the more amped up and powerful you can make the base modes, which is kind of cool. And somebody posted a picture of an alternate transformation for Blaster's base mode that made it more of a two-story. It looked more like kind of like one of the Ninja Turtles pizza playsets or something. It had like a wall coming up. It made it more of a vertical thing, and I can't find the picture to recreate it. But so if anybody knows where that is, please send it to me because I would like to try that one out. It looked really neat. We'll go ahead and pop the rifle off, and then fold this piece down. It's his little, it's actually the window for his cassette tape deck. Fold that down. Fold these feet pieces in, like that. Fold the little radar dish pieces up. And then to continue going to boombox, you want to fold this in, but get it around this little peg here on the leg. You see this black peg that sticks out. You want to make sure, one, that goes under that in this mode. Fold the guns on his arms in. Bring them around like that. Which way are we going with this? This way. I think, yeah, this way. This is how they go. Let's bring his arm around forward. Go ahead and close up that. Unpeg this right here from his handle. Bring that up. And then on the back, once you've got everything squared away, there's a tab here that pegs into a slot here on the back of the arm. And then on the front, you bring this up. You want to bring this up, and you want to make sure, like, so that's where you want to make sure that this is under, because there's a peg hole in the leg behind this gate that this needs to pass through. So you make sure that goes under that, and then make sure that passes through and pegs in down there. And then you've got tab and slot here on the upper arm to make sure that all plugs together. And you kind of got to make sure the foot stays in there as well. And same over on this side. Make sure this plate's plugged in. Make sure that post passes through. And make sure all the tabs and stuff slot together. And there he is in boombox mode. Oh, we lost the tab back here. There we go. There is a peg hole back here if you want to store his rifle. Right there across his back. And you push the button. And he's got this little ejector tape thing. This little part of his base mode comes with him. And if you're not using anything else, that can store in there just fine. Stay in there through robot mode. But there's his boombox mode. Now, like I was saying earlier with Rewind, you'll notice this is about the same shape. So you can take Rewind if you want. And you can slide him in there as well. Which is kind of cool. So you can eject. Rewind stripes will also work. Apparently Laserbeak will also work. Any of the ones that have this basic little kind of MP3 player type shape will slide right into there. Should slide right in there. I'm not sure what's catching here. But I can fold it in. No, I guess you need to have it this way. Slide it in there. Tow it up. A little spring-loaded compartment there. I think we've demonstrated that enough that you get the point. I'm going to go ahead and just put him back in here now. Just for the sake of keeping it in there. And to go to robot mode, it's actually fairly simple. We've got a Twincast sitting here off to the side. We'll get to use him in just a minute. So again, unpeg the speaker bits. Untab the back of the arm here. We'll go ahead and pull his rifle out too as well. Although you can keep that stored there in robot mode if you just don't want it. And obviously these come, flip these out. Flip that up there like that. And again, that's going to tab in to the leg there. This is going to fold around back here. And tab that leg together. There like that. And rotate that forward. Bring his foot down. Flip out his toes. There you go. And you can flip these out as heels if you want, although they're not. They're more for base mode. They're not really there to be sturdy. And same on this side. That gets in the slot where it's supposed to. Come on, everything tab in together, please. Someone's getting caught. Oh, there we go. Little gate was getting caught. There we go. Lock those together. Foot. Flip out the toe. There we go. And rotate that to face forward. Stand them up straight. Straight, I said. There you go. And the upper body here, it's pretty straightforward. Arms down, bring him forward, flip out his fists. Arm down, flip out his fist, rotate him forward. Take this handle, fold it down to the back. Open up this little panel right here, and then you can pull the helmet assembly up. Put his gun in his hand. Take Twincast, pop them up in here into the headmaster slot, and then fold the whole helmet assembly forward. And there's Blaster in robot mode. He is awesome in robot mode. He's big, he's chunky, very sturdy. He doesn't feel cheap, and even with this extra bit back here, he's kind of got a butt for the gimmick that allows everything to fit in there. He's really nice. Here he is with Rewind, just to give you an idea of how big he is. And do I have a headmaster here that still has its head attached? I do not. Oh, here we go. Here's Blur. And not Blur, Scourge. Just to give you an idea of how much bigger he is than the Deluxes. And we got him back here with Galvatron. So there you go, just to give you an idea of the varying sizes between classes. So he's actually quite large. Here he is with Leader Megatron. So a little bigger. His head's a little bigger because of the helmet, which works on the leaders. And in a complete opposite from Galvatron, both the leaders have the whole helmet gimmick is a full gimmick that flips out. So he still has a whole 360-degree head rotation with that helmet. Now, because of the helmet, he doesn't have much up and down movement at the neck joint, but you can turn his head all the way around, which is nice. He's got ratcheting shoulders. They don't click loudly, but they do click. Side to side, bicep swivel, clicking elbows, no wrist swivel because his hands flip out, and no waist swivel because of his transformation. But he does have ratcheting hips, side to side and front to back. These little flaps come up. Thigh swivel, ratcheting knees, and you do have some ankle tilt there as well as some front to back movement. So a lot of good posability there for a big chunky figure. Like, I think I like him better than Power Master Prime. I do. Power Master Prime is neat. He's a repaint, remold of Ultra Magnus, so you kind of already know what you're getting. He's just a really nice representation of Blaster. Good, solid, chunky, a lot of fun, easy to transform. His boombox mode is a little off. It looks just the way those big speakers look. It looks a little odd, but fun base mode and just an excellent robot mode. I love his robot mode. And where did he go? Oh, here he is. And if you're wondering if he can replace this guy in your collection, I believe he absolutely can. I think this is the KFC Transistor, is what the name he went on to, who was a nice Masterpiece styled Blaster. He's got the one face. He came with two different faces, but yeah, he's cool. But like this guy is an outstanding Blaster for your collection. Like even over a higher priced, slightly more involved toy, I'd get this guy. This guy is great. So again, thanks to Chosen Prime for getting all this stuff to me. We'll do Power Master Prime next. But like I said, if you can only get one figure from the whole wave, see, is he the best in the whole wave? I really like Sentinel Prime, although I do think Blaster overall is a little better. Hardhead is really good too. If you can only get one from each size class, I'd get Blaster, Hardhead, and Sentinel Prime. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it. I think if you could only get one figure from the Wave 1 Titans Return, save up and get Blaster.